So I'm doing a road trip to Chicago right now, and traffic on the 401 is interesting. It's one of those things where you know it's gonna happen, and you know it's gonna happen in the morning, but you still run into it anyways. And I think it's because there's actually an accident. I'm not really 100% sure, but it's around 10 o'clock, so you wouldn't figure there'd be that much traffic, because I would have figured it would have been after peak hours. Anyways, I woke up around like 6, and I guess I was gonna leave around 7 or 8, and then I just took a nap until like 9:30, so that was good. But I mean, now look at the traffic. But yeah, it's fun so far. I'm using Waze. The problem with Waze right now is that your alternate route calculations doesn't work over when it tries to span over hundreds of kilometers. All I wanted to do is try to see if I could use a less highway route as long like out of Toronto. But it looks like that won't be the case anymore, so that's unfortunate. But Chicago's a 9.5-hour drive. Just to give you a sense of what I'm doing, it's gonna be a 9.5-hour drive to Chicago. Like, Waze was trying to tell me to do 11 hours through Sandusky, Ohio if I went around, like, towards Buffalo. But I'm going actually through, like, Detroit, so, like, I'm going basically Toronto, passing by Cambridge, to Windsor, Detroit, around like the bottom of that part of the lake, and then hitting up Chicago from that end. I was supposed to have dinner with my brother if I got there in time. I don't think I will anymore, just based on this traffic pattern as well as a bunch of other stuff going on. But like, he's got a scrim block anyway, so he's probably busy. But I mean, there's always tomorrow. I'm flying out to LA, not with him, but like actually just after him on Friday, because he's got the North American Collegiate Championship on Saturday, Sunday. So if you want to watch, tune in. I will probably have this video up before that happens, hopefully. But yeah, Saturday, Sunday, it should be twitch.tv/wellplayed. Make sure you tune in. Derek's playing for RMU. I brought my RMU jersey in my backpack. I only brought a few days worth of clothing, but like basically the reason why I'm driving down to Chicago is because I'm helping move out, and like it'll be a road trip home. It's the first time I've ever done a solo road trip before. Kind of scary, kind of exciting. I think it'll be fun. My start date from at Amazon got pushed back to the 22nd of June, so I'm gonna be sitting around for a while, cleaning up and doing awesome stuff. But I guess, you know, in the meanwhile, I'll be making videos, definitely more vlogs, definitely more reviews. I was going to bring my tripod, my loot crate, my Forte, and then my Forte Life, like the new earpieces I got, like the earbuds I got, as well as the Photive unboxing. But I realized I don't have that much space in my car, and I want to be able to make as much room for my brother as possible. So outside of my backpack, my laptop case, and my suitcase, that's all I brought. Yeah, I don't know what else to say right now. So this isn't really a stop. I'm just sort of in a very slow part of the highway. But I'll probably make another video when I stop somewhere. It'll be my continuation of day one, because day one video, I don't know how long it'll be. It'll probably end up being like 20 minutes long or something. I'm just kidding. 5 minutes. I'm aiming for 5 minutes. We'll see what happens. Anyways, see you at the next stop. Hey, so I'm in Ingersoll right now at a rest stop. Oh, sorry, my finger. Because I need to go to the bathroom and like figure out and take stock of like what I've just done so far. I've driven about 2.5 hours. I forgot like spare glasses, and I forgot my contacts at home, like my spare contacts. So I really have to hope that the ones I'm wearing now, like I have obviously contacts case and like the cleaning solution and like eye drops and whatnot. So I just really have to hope that like I don't lose either of the contacts that I'm wearing right now. It shouldn't, and like I've never needed to use any of the spare stuff that I had, but it's just one of those unfortunate things that like the last oversight that I had was the one thing that I probably needed to bring. But I mean, I obviously have my EpiPens and whatnot, and like I had other priorities on my head that I was thinking of. I need to go find a Scotiabank and an Esso at some point, because I need to withdraw my USD from my Tangerine account. But I think that's how it works. I actually have no idea. We'll find out. Anyways, I'm gonna get back on the road, head over to Windsor, meet up with a friend, and then head out to Chicago. My ETA is around, I guess, 7 for Chicago, so I'm not really fully sure, but I don't know. Day one continues. We'll see you in a bit. Hey, so I'm on the Ambassador Bridge right now, and I just had, I guess, lunch and bubble tea with a friend.
In 400 meters, continue straight.
Waze, for whatever reason, didn't want to work, so I switched to Google Maps. But yeah, this is Windsor. I'm heading into, I guess, Detroit now, And we'll see you on the other side in the United States of America. See you in a bit. Hey, so I'm on the road. I guess I was at Jackson about an hour and a bit ago, but I took a nap, and now I'm 2.5 hours from Chicago. Switched back to Google Maps, as I said, just was being a bunch of jerks. Yeah. It's interesting because the sunset is actually really beautiful. It's really hard for me to define how pretty it is outside. But I'll try to get a glimpse of it when I get past this tree line. Like the road, it just looks beautiful at like this point in time. I know, not focusing well, but yeah. It's kind of impressive, just like driving out in the open road, you're sort of left to your own thoughts and like whatever you're doing. So like I'm listening to an audiobook at some points in time. Sometimes I'm like listening to my music. You know, it's never a dull time on the road, but it's kind of interesting because you never really think of doing like a road trip somewhere anymore because flying is just so easy. Flying to Chicago would have taken me an hour and a half max. Would have also costed me about 3 or 4 times as much as driving. But then again, you know, I did pay for the repairs to the car, so that might have still been more than if I had just flown. Either way, it's like, you know, you gotta factor in then taxis or renting a car, something like that. And it just gets to be trouble. Oh, here, this is perfect, beautiful. Watch this. That horizon is just, oh my gosh. It kind of makes you realize why you do this kind of thing, and it's awesome. I'll see you at the hotel. There's not really news or anything going on, so I'm just driving, so I'll probably go back to listening to my audiobook soon, but I'll see you at the hotel. Hey, so I made it to the hotel. You can tell that's the door. I always start these shots off with that. That's the bathroom door. You know, my stuff's over there, and like on the floor, whatever. Yeah, so this is the room. It's not that big, obviously. It's very cheap, very simple, $75 a night. It's like, I'm in Palatine, which is, I guess, north of Chicago. It's about a 40-minute drive from where my brother lives. But I was like, hey, you know, it's not a terrible space, and like, I'm gonna be here for a couple days anyways while I'm like waiting to go to LA. So it's not a big deal. This is the first trip that I'm actually paying for myself, so I was like really friggin' frugal. But yeah, it's nice and quaint. It'll do me some good to just like, you know, chill out here, get some work done, get some YouTube videos up because I wanted to do some vlogging about other things, which we'll see eventually. But right now, I'm gonna go freshen up and find some ice. And yeah, because I just drove 8.5 to 9, some number of hours. I left my house around 9:30. I'm not here. It's right now 10 o'clock Chicago time, which is 11 o'clock home time. So it took me over 12 hours to get here, but that's only because I spent some time hanging out with my friend. We can eat sushi. Yeah, like that was in Windsor too. That was like before I crossed the border. So interesting times were had. But yeah, I'm just gonna, you know, chill out here and figure out what's next. See you in a bit.